The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra got some amazing changes from last year's model. The phone has a titanium frame instead of armor aluminum, which feels nicer in your hand and won't get scratched as easily. It also has a cool texture that catches the light. The edges are less rounded so you can hold the phone more securely. The screen is flatter and has less space at the bottom, which makes the huge display seem even more impressive. If you're looking for a phone with an awesome screen, you can't go wrong with the S24 Ultra. It has a huge 6.8-inch AMOLED screen that can change its refresh rate from 1 Hz to 120 Hz depending on what you're doing. That means it can save battery when you don't need it and give you a smooth experience when you do. The screen is super sharp and clear, and you can make it even sharper by changing the resolution in the settings. The S24 Ultra also has the brightest screen of any phone right now. It can go up to 2,600 nits. That makes it easy to see even in bright sunlight. The S Pen is what makes the Galaxy Ultra phones special. It's tucked away in a little hole on the left side of the phone. You just push it in and it pops out a bit, then you can grab it with your fingers. The phone keeps the S Pen charged when it's inside, and it also reminds you when you take it out or forget it somewhere. The S Pen can be used for notes, drawings, or other stuff. There's a button on the side that does different things like taking photos or changing slides. The phone has some apps that work well with the S Pen like Smart Select, Samsung Notes, and Air Actions. But Samsung hasn't added anything new to the S Pen this year, which is kind of weird. The S24 Ultra is a beast of a phone, thanks to the special Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 for Galaxy chip that Qualcomm made just for Samsung. It has more juice for the CPU, GPU, and NPU, which means it can handle anything you throw at it. Plus, it has a huge vapor chamber to keep it cool and fast. The S24 Ultra has 4 cameras on the back. The main one is 200 megapixel and takes super sharp photos. There's also a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 10 megapixel 3x zoom, and a 50 megapixel 5x zoom. The cameras are great. They take beautiful photos in any light, with lots of detail and color. They look as good as the ones from Apple and Google. The selfie camera is 12 megapixel and also takes nice photos. The portrait mode looks more natural than before. The S24 Ultra can also do some cool tricks with AI. You can remove or resize things in your photos with the Gallery app. If you like taking photos at night, you'll love nightography. It's a cool feature on the S24 Ultra that uses AI to make your night shots look better. It gets rid of some of the noise and makes the details pop out more. The colors are still vibrant and realistic. You can also record videos in 8K at 30 FPS, which is super high quality. The videos look sharp and clear, with natural colors and good stabilization. The Galaxy S24 Ultra has a big battery that can last for a long time. It's a 5,000 mAh battery that you can charge fast with a cable or slower without one. You can also share some juice with other devices that support wireless charging. We tested the battery by watching YouTube videos non-stop with the screen brightness all the way up. The S24 Ultra kept going for 14 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty good for an Android phone and better than the S23 Ultra from last year. We also checked how fast the battery charges with a 45-watt charger. It took about an hour and 20 minutes to go from empty to full. If you want an awesome Android phone, you can't go wrong with the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's got everything you need: a stunning screen, a speedy processor, a long-lasting battery, and amazing cameras. The Galaxy S24 Ultra is not cheap or small, but that's the price you pay for having the best of the best. Trust us, it's worth it.
The Samsung Galaxy A55 is offering a premium experience at a more affordable price. It's arguably the most high-end mid-range phone from Samsung so far. The A55's design is heavily influenced by Samsung's flagship phones. The company has completely ditched plastic in favor of an aluminum frame and Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on both the front and back. The metal frame is flat with no curves on the edges of the display or back panel. It's comfortable to hold and use, whether with one hand or two. It's also water and dust resistant, and there's not much to complain about. Well, except for the bezels around the display, which are as big as they were on the Galaxy A54 and make the phone look bigger than it needs to be. The A55 decided to go big with a 6.6-inch display. It's got a Super AMOLED panel that's bright, crisp, and great for all your video needs. The screen provides a great viewing experience with colors that look mostly natural in wide viewing angles. The display is bright enough for both indoor and outdoor use, and it's good for watching both SDR and HDR content. The auto brightness could use some tweaking though. Indoors, it tends to play it safe and keep things dimmer than you might like. The Galaxy A55 has a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel main rear camera, a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, a 5 megapixel macro camera, and a 32 megapixel front camera. Overall, the main camera works well. Photos taken during the day have good detail and dynamic range, and night shots are cleaner because of the strong noise reduction. The A55 doesn't always turn on night mode automatically when it should, so it's best to switch to night mode manually in those cases. The ultra-wide camera is great in daylight, but not that good in low light or at night. The macro camera is limited by its low resolution and lack of stabilization, making it hard to take steady photos without something to rest your elbows on. It's a shame that Samsung still isn't including zoom cameras in its mid-range phones. You can record 4K videos at 30 FPS. The video quality is decent in daylight. The selfie camera hasn't changed in 4 years, but it still gets the job done, especially in good lighting. When it comes to performance, the Galaxy A55 stands out from its predecessors. It's equipped with the Exynos 1480 chipset, boasting impressive specifications, including a GPU with AMD's RDNA graphics architecture. It appears Samsung has ramped up its efforts in software optimization, which pays off with the A55 delivering a user experience that's both fluid and responsive. This phone comes with the latest Android 14 operating system and Samsung's One UI 6.11. This software duo ensures a smooth interface that's easy to navigate. The battery life on the Galaxy A55 is quite impressive. It comes with a 5,000 milliampere battery. The charging speed isn't the fastest. Overall, the Galaxy A55 is a strong contender in the mid-range market, offering a good balance of design, display quality, camera performance, and battery life. It's a smart choice for those who want a phone that feels premium and performs well without the flagship price tag.
The Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus continues the tradition of sleek aesthetics and premium build quality. Crafted with Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on both the front and back, and an aluminum frame, it exudes sophistication while ensuring durability. Its slim profile makes it comfortable to hold and use. Moreover, its IP68 rating ensures protection against dust and water. The Galaxy S24 Plus boasts a stunning 6.7 inches dynamic LTPO AMOLED 2X display, with a high refresh rate of 120Hz and HDR10 Plus support. Every swipe and scroll feels incredibly smooth, while colors pop with vividness and depth. The display's peak brightness of 2600 nits ensures excellent visibility even in bright outdoor conditions. Whether you're streaming your favorite content or gaming, the immersive viewing experience is unparalleled. Under the hood, the Galaxy S24 Plus is powered by either the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or the Exynos 2400, both built on a cutting-edge 4nm process. This ensures blazing fast performance and efficiency. With an octa-core CPU configuration and powerful GPU options, the device handles multitasking, gaming, and productivity tasks with ease. The Galaxy S24 Plus is rocking a 50 megapixels main camera that's pretty much in line with the previous models. But it's got a couple of cool sidekicks, a 10 megapixels telephoto for those zoomed-in moments, and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide that lets you squeeze more into every frame. The pictures are going to be bright, sharp, and oh so lifelike. Plus, the phone's smarter image processing means you won't get those overly crisp shots that look unnatural. Instead, you get a nice balance, although sometimes things might look a tad soft. But hey, consistency's the name of the game here. And get this, the Galaxy S24 Plus embraces Ultra HDR, so your shots will pop with true-to-life colors, even in tricky lighting. Night mode's got room for improvement, though. It tends to amp up some colors, especially blues, more than necessary, but it's still a solid feature, along with the updated portrait mode that now blurs the foreground for an even cooler depth effect, not just the background. So, if you're all about capturing life's moments, the Galaxy S24 Plus has got your back. You can record 8K video at 30 FPS, and the video quality is amazing. The Galaxy S24 Plus is fueled by a robust 4900 mAh battery, providing ample power to keep you going throughout the day. With 45-watt wired charging support, you can quickly recharge your device, reaching up to 65% in just 30 minutes, ensuring minimal downtime. Additionally, 15-watt wireless charging and 4.5-watt reverse wireless charging offer convenient charging options for a hassle-free experience. In conclusion, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus is a powerhouse smartphone that excels in design, display quality, camera performance, processing prowess, and battery life. The Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra aims to elevate smartphone photography with its massive 200-megapixel camera and various upgrades. When looking at the design, a few things stand out. The rear cameras are larger compared to the previous Galaxy S22 Ultra, and the display is flatter, which makes using the S Pen more comfortable. Some may prefer a completely flat design, but the slight curve adds a premium feel. The Galaxy S23 Ultra is designed to be more durable, featuring Corning's Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for better protection against scratches and drops. The smartphone boasts one of the best displays on the market, with vibrant colors and excellent performance. It features a 6.8-inch QHD OLED screen with a peak brightness of 1050 nits and 120 Hz refresh rate. The image quality is impressive, even in direct sunlight, making it an excellent canvas for showcasing photos and videos. The S23 Ultra's camera system offers powerful capabilities with a 3x and 10x telephoto lens, an ultra-wide lens, and a remarkable 200-megapixel main camera. It excels in zoom photography, capturing astonishing detail even at long distances. The 200-megapixel mode provides incredible detail, but sacrifices some dynamic range. Samsung's portrait mode is among the best, delivering excellent subject isolation and fine detail retention. The phone supports video recording at up to 8K at 30 FPS, providing good color and detail in well-lit conditions. Under the hood, the S23 Ultra is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset, optimized for Galaxy. It offers impressive speed and multitasking performance, with options for 8GB or 12GB of RAM. The phone runs cooler than its predecessor, making gaming smoother. The Galaxy S23 Ultra continues the tradition of the S Pen stylus embedded within the device. In summary, the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra is a rewarding experience for those with patience and deep pockets. Samsung Galaxy S23 FE looks like its expensive siblings, the Galaxy S23 and S23 Plus. It's got that premium vibe with a glass back, 3 distinct camera rings, and an aluminum frame. It's not the most compact phone out there, but I'm digging that minimalistic design. It's got that sweet IP68 water and dust resistance, and the trusty USB-C port. On the front, we're looking at a 6.4-inch dynamic AMOLED display with FHD plus resolution. It's got a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate and Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for protection. It's got wide viewing angles, good visibility in the sun. Plus, those Dolby Atmos-powered stereo speakers bring some serious noise in a good way. This is where it gets interesting. The S23 FE packs a triple camera setup, a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and an 8-megapixel telephoto. The telephoto used to be a superstar, but it's been dialed back to 3x optical zoom. But hey, it still does the job. Selfies are crisp with a 10-megapixel front camera. Pictures are detailed and vibrant, but there's a bit of oversaturation going on. In good light, it shines with sharpness and good exposure, but in low light, it's just okay. There's a 4nm Exynos 2200 chipset, giving you some serious power. It runs smooth as butter, no lags, and handles gaming like a champ. You've got 2 memory and storage options, 8 plus 128GB or 12 plus 256GB. Just remember, no micro SD card slot, so choose wisely. With a 4,500 mAh battery, this thing keeps you going all day with regular use. It supports 25-watt charging. If you want a clean software experience with a good mix of features, the S23 FE is a solid choice.